games, or would you like to change it, maybe bring the schedule and the regular season number of games down a bit?
I like to keep it the same. I like to keep it the same because it is the same tradition that other players had to go through it. You know, the Magics, the Birds, you had to play 82 games. I don't think it's too much. And technology today is much better. You can come back, you can recuperate faster, you can come back from injury easier than players before this generation came. And so I say 82 games.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Bulls. Payne out there with Jordan. Then it's James Johnson. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Dragic in at the 5 down low. To the right side. Payne gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
Here's Markkanen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the strike.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
The drive by Jordan can't cash in from close range.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
DeRozan in the corner. Puts it up from 12. Here's Valanciunas. Right through the D for the layup.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Jordan's got his first points of the night. It might not be a surprise given how many rims he's punished this season, Greg, but if you haven't heard, DJ has accepted an invite to participate in the dunk contest. I know a lot of fans are happy to hear that.
Yep, and you can count me in as one of those fans with the way DJ can just explode off the floor and the creativity he brings as well. You just get the feeling this might go down as one of the greatest dunk contests in NBA history.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here is Ibaka. 23 points for him the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Oh! And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Raptors trail by 4. To the middle, here's DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Chris, we all know you were a big Pistons fan growing up, and of course that means that you had plenty of chances to root against the Chicago Bulls. When you go back and you think about when you were young, was there one Bulls player that you loved to hate, so to speak?
You know, a little secret, I always cheered for Detroit, but I never hated the Bulls. Isaiah and Jordan were my favorite players. That's a little bit of a cop-out along with Magic, Bird, Dominique. But no. I really loved Artis Gilmore as well coming before. But no, I really can't say I had a player on the Bulls that I didn't really like.
And Jordan slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right, I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Poeltl, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Nogueira comes in for Serge Ibaka. Johnson, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Raptors trail by 6. Johnson with it. Now defended by Levine. Johnson kicks to Poeltl. Toronto working the ball around now. LaVine against Johnson. 4 on the clock. Nice shot by Poeltl.
And the soft hands of Poeltl on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
Here's Jordan. Oh, that's blocked. But they recover it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Powell kicks to Lowry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight. If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Knocked away. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Toronto will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Poeltl. Ibaka comes in for Nogueira. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Dragic is checked in. Johnson comes in for Bobby Portis. Jordan, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Payne in for LaVine. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. Norman Powell is out there with DeRozan. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Kicks to Valanciunas. Powell with the screen. Anderson outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Dragic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. The drive by Jordan. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Screened by Valanciunas. Powell, the pass to Valanciunas. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Good on the bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That's his first foul. Anderson dishes to Lowry. Anderson, a screen on Johnson. Lowry kicks to Anderson. Pass to DeRozan. 2 on the clock. And that one is off. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bulls out front, leading by a point. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became...
Oh, goodness. Did you see that? Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
And DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. Well, you look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
3 people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan, just his size and stature, and then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron, I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by, with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post. You just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting, that ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Here's Ibaka. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, with a hand in his face, no less. Inside, Ibaka uses his long arms to convert through the contact.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Jordan, the pass to Payne. Back to Jordan. Deflects the pass. Fast break, Toronto. Anderson with the ball. Stops. Pops. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yet another easy make. They're really cooking now after making their 3rd straight shot to begin this half.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Johnson in for Kyle Anderson. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork helped this guy live at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Well, their bench provided that spark. Points they may not have had otherwise. I thought that was really the difference in this game.
Jordan dishes to Wade. From the arc. DeRozan with the rebound. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Johnson goes in over Wade, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots from 12. The shot by Wade, no good. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. They set the screen. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
And the Raptors call time here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Spurs lit up.
Toronto with the ball. A 2-point game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Nogueira passes to Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Anderson outside. Pass to Powell. Ibaka with a screen on Jordan. The floater rejected by Dragic. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We don't need to be in a hurry to beat them. Let's just do it with our defense. Keep moving it, keep playing.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Ibaka is out there with Nogueira. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Lowry. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And he makes that one.
Just a hard-fought battle, and neither team able to create any distance.
Well, credit the competitiveness. Neither team wanting to give up an inch.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Well, he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Outside Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. The feed to Powell. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Ibaka. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's good. Jordan's got 26 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Anderson outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. First one falls for him. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nogueira. And it's DeRozan in for Powell. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. They set the screen. Off the screen. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Outside Jordan. Out to the right wing. Six to shoot. And it's Jordan with the jam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Outside Lowry. Now the dish to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Valentine. For Chicago, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Over Jordan. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from DeRozan.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here, Clark.
I mean, at some point, you got to think about subbing some of these guys out, getting them a little bit of a breather. They just can't keep up.
Jordan against DeRozan. Jordan the pass to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Rebounded by Valanciunas. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Anderson dishes to Ibaka, and it's blocked.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense?
Ooh!
That's how you attack. Wow.
Attack the rim, baby. Move out the way.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Incredible.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. He feeds it to Payne. Back to Jordan. Rebound by the Raptors.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Yeah, that's just a really bad turnover there, especially at this point of the game. Every play matters.
There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And Anderson kicks to DeRozan. Over Jordan. And the Raptors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Feeds to Markkanen. Good!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Anderson the screen. Lowry passes to Anderson. Valanciunas sets a screen for Anderson. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for Anderson. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 1. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And stolen by Jordan. To the inside. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. .20 seconds left in the fourth. Anderson, a screen on Johnson. To take the lead. Count it!
Well, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now off the inbound, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Toronto called for the foul. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Great players understand the situation. Close game, he rises to the challenge.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Ooh, gut check time. Increases the lead to 3. Just have to guard against the deep ball.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blown up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
You know, Shaq, it just has a lot to do with me being tall and just hanging out by the rim. I mean, you know, rebounding is just such a random stat to me because it's so dependent on things not in your control. You know, like if the shooter's going to miss and all that. So I try not to obsess over things that are out of my control.
Bring back the tall ball, not the small ball.
DJ, great game tonight. I mean, you're lucky you didn't get arrested with all the pockets you were picking.
Look, I could have served 5 to 10 based off of tonight's performance. Am I right? Hey, guy up front knows what I'm talking about, baby. All right. I don't know why y'all just look at me for my offense, all right? Because you forget that I can play both sides of the ball. Steals come down to one-on-one play. And at the end of the day, baby, DJ is a phenomenal one-on-one player. All right? It's as simple as that.